One of the student testimonies, we looked over at this guy and he was crying like a baby. He just really was melted by this young lady. It was pretty sweet. Someone on night two sponsored the internship for $36,000. We've never gotten a gift that size before. My name is Christen Polo. I am the Director of Growth for Protect Life Michigan in Lansing, Michigan, and we just finished our first Perfect Vision dinner. So I've done dinners similar to this for 10 years, similar to a lot of pregnancy centers and the models they use for their dinners. And I really thought I knew all the ins and outs and the tips and tricks to do a dinner very well. I came into this thinking I might learn a few extra things, but was completely blown away. So when we did our final run through with Jim, Trevor and our appeal speaker was there. We were talking about it and he's like, I don't know, I've just got this gut feeling about a couple of things. I want you to raise your goal for the first night and I want you to add a higher ask, one above 24,000. He's like, can you find a $36,000 ask? And I'm like, this guy is crazy. I already thought our goals were too ambitious. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, what do you have to lose? You might as well. So we adjusted them. We went from 200,000 to 250,000 for night one. The venue was gorgeous. We'd never been there before. The room was dark and we had those gold sparkling trees and the vibe in there was amazing.
What were you expecting to get on the first night?
I thought the $200,000 goal was ambitious. We raised $249,600.
Wow, on the first night.
On the first night. The next day was crazy. We had so many people just show up that hadn't registered. We had to pull all of our staff out of their seats. We were pulling chairs up to tables, totally packed room. There were over 500 people in the room. We had 2 open seats in the whole room. That night I was really worried about hitting our goal because it was 300,000 and I'm like, there's no way we're hitting 3. I don't know how that's gonna happen. But we raised 350.
So add those two together. What was it?
596.
The other story that really moved me was one that Leah told. They were at her table and said that they were going to give $100. And if it was really good, they were going to give $500. And they left that night having written a $12,000 check.
And they were first-time attendees. They were very inspired by the testimonials, the keynote speaker, and felt very convicted.
Someone on night 2 sponsored the internship for $36,000, which really was crazy. It just feels good. We're on cloud 9.
So now you actually have someone who you can say gave 36,000. God is the God of impossibles, right?
It's crazy. The little tweaks we made for you guys really made way more of a difference, exponential than what I thought possible. I would encourage every pro-life organization to do this course. It has been so incredibly valuable. It paid for itself almost instantly. Don't sit on the sidelines. You'll bring in new partners. You'll raise the funds you need to do your important mission, and you'll feel more confident about every aspect of your event plan throughout the way.